Yes, Sweta, then first of all, Sweta, just tell me, like, have you tried the thing that I have shown in my previous class, like port scanner? The second one is port scanner. First one is what, Sweta? Okay, how to create a socket and how to communicate with a server, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so
I tried it.
okay, so then are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, yeah, I'm comfortable with that.
Okay, any question regarding that class?
Not much.
Okay, not much means. Is there any?
Uh, I mean, not specifically any questions. I mean,
Okay, fine. Okay, then what are in today's class? What I have decided to show you. The first thing that I will show you is okay, how to create server, right? Second, eco server. Okay. Third, how to create your own web server, right? So the
okay.
thing is what if I start with the first one, right? Let it. I will not discuss right now about the last two. Let's talk about the first one. Like if you create your own server, right? Then the thing is what the other person can communicate with you directly by using a simple telnet by a telnet method or a netcat method. Got it? Okay, that means
Okay.
the person only needs to send some request to your system that you wanted to communicate with he wanted to communicate with you, right? Only like that. So for that, in the previous class, if you remember, I have told you about what about socket programming, right? About
Yeah.
socket programming, and I have also told you like there are two types of socket mainly. Okay, actually three, but these two comes at same time, TCP and UDP socket, right?
Yeah.
TCP and UDP socket. And TCP socket used for what, Sweta? For regular, see over here, for regular server and client. Got it? Okay, and if you
Okay.
remember in the previous class, we have also discussed about something called raw socket, but I didn't tell you what exactly the raw socket is. Then raw socket is used for sniffing, okay, for sniffing and injection. What exactly, actually I'm telling the basic. Okay, we will not use the raw socket because raw socket is a part of the advanced Python, right? Advanced Python means that we are working on an advanced than that. Okay, so sniffing is exactly what, if I tell you, by using raw socket you can sniff the traffic. Sniff the traffic means what? Like if a person, if like four person are connected with a router, okay, and you are also connected with the same router, and by using a simple program, by using the creating a raw socket, you can sniff the traffic. That is something called sniffing. That is something called man in middle attack. Got it? So
Okay.
have you ever been heard of that? That is man in middle attack.
No, no.
Okay, so the thing.
Sniffing I have heard, but not that.
Okay, okay. Actually, that's a complete black hat. Okay, black hat hacking. So the thing is what, in that, as I told you that any, like you are the fifth person on that network, then by creating a simple raw socket, you can easily easily track the session of other person. What exactly the other person are currently browsing over their internet. Got it? So that is something called sniffing, and that can be done by using what? Raw socket. Okay, got it?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
and okay. Now the thing is what, here two things comes, right? One is what? One is your server, right? One is your server. So what exactly server is? Offer a service. right? I am telling you simple line, right? Offer a service. Offer a service means what? Offer a service, that means it will provide a service. And if I tell you parallelly, that is something called client. Then what exactly client is? Client, if I say in single line, then use or consume the service. Got it? Sorry, consume the
Okay.
service. Okay, so we will do all this work by using something called what? Using the socket module, as we have also used, as we have already used it in our previous class, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Got it? Now, okay,
yeah.
do I have epic pen in this system? I used to teach with this system now, but I didn't have any epic pen. Okay, I need a epic pen. Let me download it. I told you, just half an hour ago, my laptop just gets damaged. So again, the same problem.
Mm.
Okay, better to use a PowerPoint in place of that. Okay, come download.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, Now, Swatha, if I wait. Okay, just wish that this is a server, right? This is a server. Then, as you know, and here is what? Client, right? What I am telling you
Yeah.
here, we will use a different method. Okay, here is a client and this is server. Now if client wanted to, if server will do what this time, will create a service, right? Will create a service. Okay, create a service, and that will consume by a client. So what exactly it will do? The server will do what? Server will use a port number. Okay, use a port number, say 8,000. Okay, say 8,000. Okay, and what? An IP address. So it will bind it. Okay, bind means what? Bind is something called, like here, as a server creating a service, okay, for a client. So a process called bind will lead it, right? A process called bind is necessary over here. So it will bind the IP to a specific port. Okay, say any port, but unused port. Okay, for example, if I use, okay, let's say actually, let me take it to lab. Okay, like if I import socket, right? Let me give it the name TCP socket. Okay, and as you know, if I create the socket, then the command will be what? Now I guess you are comfortable with this socket dot socket, right? And
Yeah.
I can write here socket dot af underscore init, right? And
The system is stuck. It is not moving anything here.
okay, I guess then it is this is the connection problem. I can say like now can you see it? I guess now it's fine, right?
Still the same screen is coming.
No, no, no. I
Just
this yeah, it's this time it will work. There's a connection problem. See,
now it is.
so I will use sock underscore stream. That stands for what? That stands for this particular thing stands for TCP, and this stands for what? IPv4 IP address, right? So for the time being now, I have done the same thing
Yeah.
as we have as we had done in a previous class, right? Now the thing is what here in this class I will use a different technique, right? Something called TCP socket dot bind. So what exactly the bind method is, if I tell you, then a bind method is a method that is that is used to do what? To bind a particular IP address to a particular port number. Okay, now here are something to discuss, like why the IP address is 0.0.0.0. Okay, it's only because like if client will enter the IP address, right? So when you write 0.0.0, then it is something called a dummy IP address. Dummy IP address means what, Swata? Okay, in Python there is something called a dummy variable. So dummy variable will do what? Dummy variable used to allocate a memory. Okay, so 0.0 allocate a 32 bit of memory for a IPv4 IP address, but whenever a client will enter a new IP address, then the dummy IP address will be replaced by that new IP address. Got the point?
Okay, okay.
So that it is 0.0.0. It's a dummy IP address. Okay. We will also use a dummy concept in our other program also. Okay. And there that is something called a string value. For the time being now port is 8000, right? You can give any port number. You can give any port number. And there is another thing over here, that is something called, if you look into the point, then bind is nothing but a tuple. It is binding the IP and port as a tuple. See, so that there is a two brackets, right? Now, got it, Sweta?
Yeah.
Okay, now TCPs, I will use a different method called listen. Okay, listen will do what? It only stands for how many clients at a time can communicate with the server, right? So I used a predefined rule, a predefined value like 2. Okay, so you can give any value to it, but there is always a maximum, right? Because it depends upon your system configuration also. Okay, so listen is used to do what? Listen is used to accept the request of the client, okay, and to listen to that particular address. Got it?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And now I will simply print what? I will simply print waiting for socket. Great. Okay. Now after what exactly happened? Okay. The thing is what I will use. Okay. We have, then the client will enter its then the client will come with what? With IP and port. With IP and port. Okay. And by using TCP socket dot accept method, okay, we will accept the request. Got it? So now if you try to remember it, or if I say how exactly you can have the sound knowledge of this, then you need to be careful about the bind method, the listen method, and the accept method. Okay, if I tell you in a single line, then bind method is used to bind a particular IP address to a particular port number. Listen is used to listen to a listen to the client. Okay, and the last, the accept method, accept the request of a client. Okay, now if you ask me, okay Gulab, fine, everything is fine, okay, IP and port is also fine, IP and port is also fine, then why we are using a word client over here? Okay, we are passing it why we are using it as a client? Because client stands for socket of the client side. If you remember my first class, then I have already told you, like a communication will only establish between two systems when there is a socket at server side as well as a at the client side. Got it? So now we have created the socket at server side by using this command. Okay, now when you use client over here, then client will have the value of the socket of the client side. And TCP socket we have stored our socket. See over here, Sujata, what I'm trying to tell you, actually TCP socket comes from here because we have stored the our socket value to this, and by using accept method we are accepting this request, and there is a communication established between client and socket. Doubt? If any doubt, ask me.
Okay.
Any single doubt.
Can you just explain one more time?
Okay, fine. Up to this is fine, I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you three things. Okay, cause this will clear your idea. Okay, in this program we will use three methods. One is bind, one is listen, and another is what? Accept. Okay, accept. Now bind is used to bind the IP address and port number of what? Of socket,
Server.
right?
Okay.
Exactly server socket, exactly server socket, right? Listen comes in the
Yeah.
scenario after the accept. Okay, so listen basically does what? It stand for like how many client can communicate with the server. Okay, client. Okay, how many client? Now accept will do what? Accept will if you remember, okay, what we are actually doing, we are creating a TCP socket, right? TCP socket by simply using socket and whatever. Okay, as you know, so we have created a socket over here. Now by using TCP socket dot listen, we are listening to the number of clients. Let's say these two. Now it's time to accept the request of the what? Of the client, right? Now if I try to get that, then I need the socket of the client. So from the client side, client thing carry the socket of the client, and I also need the IP address and the port number and the port number. Okay, and by using these two, we will do what? By using these two, with this, I will TCP socket. By using TCP accept method, we will accept the connection, okay, of the client. Now you need to relate this TCP socket to this one, cause this TCP socket have the access of the server socket, and here this one have the access of client socket. So whenever you relate these two, they have the communication in between them, and you will have you will connect it to the what? To the server.
Okay.
Okay, don't say okay Swata, cause after seeing this particular the lab na, your idea will be completely clear. I know there is still a little bit of doubt, only because cause you have not seen it, like how exactly it works, right? So let me show you that. So let me save it with say server 1. Okay, and then okay, so let me run it. So now waiting for a socket. Now, okay, if I will have another machine now, okay, because in this system, I don't think so the bridge connection will work. Okay, now this particular system works with what? Works with in in same network. In same network means what? Don't we take the things in like that I'm pinging from the same machine. Okay, you can also ping it with a different machine, but the thing is the criteria is only, the limitation is only what, that the machine is must be in the same network. Got it?
Okay.
Are you getting my point?
No,
Okay, do you have any another machine?
I don't know as of now.
Okay, then as you know, actually, okay, the IP address. Okay, wait. Then let me open the. I do not know. In this system, I have also installed the VMware player when I used to use it for last those 14 days. Okay, all our Windows XPs here. Fine. Let me make it bridge. It's automatically bridge. Power on. Then wait, Navya. So network. Same network means what? The subnet marks will be, then they are treated as in the same network, right?
Okay.
Have you installed a VMware over your system?
It's there already.
Okay, then is there any in that, is there any OS, other OS?
One second, I'll just check.
See, Sweta, we are connected.
Uh,
Have you seen
Sorry?
that? We are connected to that system. Okay, let me.
Yeah, you were connected, I saw.
Okay, how exactly? See the IP. Okay, we are connected to what? Telnet to 192.168.0.102. That is the IP address of this Windows 7 machine, right?
Okay.
Let me show you that. CMD, then IP config. If you press IP config in CMD, then it will show your IP. So the IP of this system, where we have created our server, is what we need to work on. What the we are connected to Wi-Fi, right? The wireless network. So we need to check for the wireless network. Okay, and here is the wireless LAN. See, here is the here is the wireless LAN, and the IP address is what? IP address is 192.168.0.102, right? Okay.
Uh,
Now, how exactly I connected to this system? I have used a different system, but in the same network. Its IP address is what? It's if you check its IP address, then just again CMD, and if you type IP config over XP, then it will show you that its IP address is 192.168.0.105. Okay.
yeah.
Fine. Okay. So now it's 0.105. So Sujata, that means they are in the same network, because 0.102, 0.105 are in the same network. So we are already connected to it. Okay. Now if I type here in this system, if I type here IP, then it will show me like to whom the server is connected. It is showing like I am connected to 192.168.0.105. So that see, we are communicating with the other system, right?
Okay.
If you don't understand, just let me know. I will again explain you.
No, actually, my doubt is this IP and port number. When you have just opened that VMware machine only, it's prompting for the IP and port, right? The socket was opened when you connected to VMware.
Exactly. When I telnet that particular machine to our server, okay, I use a command telnet, right? I use telnet. Okay. Telnet is a method by which you can connect to a different server. Okay. Now I have used the telnet method to connect with that. Now the thing is what, Sujata, when I use telnet now, it creates its own socket as a client to connect with the other system. Now telnet have its own capability to create its own socket. Got the point? So there is no need to create the socket
Okay.
separately. Now the thing is what? If you ask me, Gulab, will you not tell me like how exactly I can create my own client also? Definitely, Sujata. I will also show you that. But for the time being now, I am taking you step by step process. Right? Comfortable, Sujata?
Yeah.
Okay.
Understand.
Now I am using XP, so I directly use Telnet, and it's working right. But in Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, you need to you need to allow the telnet service separately. Up to Windows XP, it's like predefined, right? They don't need to on it, okay, manually. But in case of the Windows version after XP, you need to on it separately. Got it? So now as you can see, I am in Windows 7. If I try to tell it, okay, I will show you. Okay, but with that, let me concentrate on the this particular thing. Okay, so that when we type on IP, then it shows me like to whom this particular system is connected, and when I show a port, then it is also showing me the port number. Okay, so if I just type so the client, it will show me Like, okay, it is the socket object. Okay, got it?
Okay.
Clear now? So I have proved my word. Client is nothing but a socket object. I have told you during my program when I used it by using I used a client word over here, and I have told you that Sujata, it is nothing but a socket. So now I am proving my word with here. So see, I have typed client over here and showing me that socket dot underscore socket object. Right?
Okay.
Okay, fine. Now let me tell you about two methods. Okay, one is send. It's simple as it names. Send is used to send the data, and RECV stands for receive. So it is used to receive the data. Got it? So now, if I used over here client
Yeah, yeah.
dot send,
Your voice is breaking.
my voice is breaking.
Yeah, yeah, in between it's breaking actually.
Okay, okay. Whenever it's breaking, now just let me know. Okay, Swata, I will again explain it. Okay. Sometimes
Yeah,
this happens. Okay. Okay. So what?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So client dot send is stand for what? To send the data. If I just typed it over here, welcome to ICSS. I am now chatting with the client. I press okay, done. I press enter. So what it is showing 15. You are comfortable with this? Okay, it is nothing. It is but only but the length of the data, that is 15. Okay.
Okay.
Now move to the client. See, welcome to ICSS. Got it?
Okay.
Okay. Now
Okay.
if I used over here client dot receive, okay, I just used here client dot receive. That means this particular thing. Okay, so it will give me some data, Swata, but it will receive some data. So so I need to store it somewhere. So let's say in data I will store it, right? Client dot receive. Okay, client dot receive. So in receive I need to give some buffer size. Buffer size means what? Buffer size means what? Like how many data it will accept at a time, right? Got it? Then I press enter. See,
Okay.
the script mode is not on, right? That means client dot receive is ready to receive a data. How exactly I am understanding it? Because here this sign, okay, here this sign isn't come, right? This particular greater than sign, see, it's waiting, right?
Yeah.
So now I will move to my virtual machine, and here I will type Python. Okay, now let's move back to our client. See, now we have that this particular 3 greater than sign. That means client dot receive have got something from the client, right? So that work is done. Now to get to print that value, okay, as you know, I just need to type what, either I can say print data or simply data, right? Okay, it is only showing me P. It is only
How
showing
did
P.
it go?
Please tell me.
How did that we have come?
Because we have typed here Python, Naswata, in the client. See?
Can you just show me again?
Okay. Let's say, okay, see over here, Swata. I am taking a variable data1 in which I am now ready to receive the data from the client, right? So I will use client, okay. I will use what? Client dot received, okay. Client dot receive. Now it will take some buffer size, say 2048. You can give any buffer size. So when you do it, okay, it's already received the data. Whatever the data is over here now, that the user type, it already stored in what? In the data1. If I just type data1, so it will show me the thing. The report is something unusual, right?
Oh, okay.
P comes first, then
Yeah, yeah.
Python and R slash R, then N. Okay, that is because I pressed a space, so that it takes a slash R. I pressed I change the I press enter, so that is taking the slash N, right? But when I type print data1, it will show it's only the Python except P. So why is it so? Why is it so? Why we are getting some unusual report? At the time of sending of data, it works perfectly fine, but at the time of receiving, it is not, right? It
Yeah.
is only because of Sujata, cause we are working on Windows, right? And Windows in Telnet, we are using the Telnet. So Telnet is unable to fetch that much of data at a time. Okay. Now for which, if I type here in the client, hello world, right? Hello world. And if I receive it on the client, see, working now.
Yeah.
So the thing is, on the telnet needs some time, right? I user print some data. It is something manual. I can make it automatic, but now it is a simple server, right? I'm giving you the basics. I just use another variable, say data3, and in data3, okay, it will show me an error. Data3, and in that I am using client dot receive and a buffer size 2048, and if I now print data3, then hi, how are you? Now I can send it from here. Okay, if I wanted to send something, then I will say I will send. I am fine. See?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to do it for the time being. Now you need to do it manually, right? I will make it advanced, but for the time being I am telling you the basics. Got it? Because when I will use it in the higher program, then you will comfortable with the receive and what exactly receive does and what exactly the send and what exactly stands for what and how it exactly work, right? Got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Windows is very much slow in this case when you communicate with the person with a server, but when you use a Linux platform now, because I have done it for so many times, then Linux works faster than Windows in sending the data to the server and receiving the data from the server, right?
Okay. Okay.
now Now see, okay, everything is fine. So are you comfortable with this? Is it working over your machine? Cause it needs to be work. It definitely needs my help to do that. Are you getting my voice? Again, it is showing me some.
Yeah, I'm getting your voice.
Okay. So have you done that over your system? Let me help you, Sujata. Cause this is the first program in network communication, and there are so many other programs yet to come onto that, right? So
So actually, this VMware is not
I will show
there.
you the
It's
another.
like
I will show you the another way for the timing now. Just accept the presenter request.
yeah. Tell me.
Wait for a minute. It still not come over. Yeah, I got it. Now show me.
Yeah, now tell me the another way how to do.
Yeah, yeah. Please wait, Sweta. Yeah, fine. So it's waiting for a socket, right? Show me your VMware.
Yeah, but it's not actually working. I need to reinstall.
Have you installed it or not?
No, it was installed. It was not working. So again, I uninstalled. Now trying installing, but it will take time. Looks like
Okay, fine,
I
sir.
just
Okay,
uninstalled
sir.
that.
Okay, nothing to worry. Do one thing. Communicate with your command prompt to what? To the what? To the Python shell, right? So open your CMD. What is your IP address of this machine?
192.168.2.8 is my IP address.
Okay, fine.
Just how to do it here?
Okay, just
I just give.
press Windows R, then open command prompt.
This is not the command prompt, no?
I didn't see your screen, like it is some static. You have just opened the what? I can see only your Python shell where you have read the program.
Huh?
No,
Huh?
no, not it.
No, command prompt is opened already.
Yeah, then in the side panel you have opened that, right? Okay. Then okay, yeah, I can see now. So do one thing. Just type there telnet, then the IP address like 192.168.2.8 space, then after the port number 8000.
8000 is by default, yeah?
You can change it. Okay, it's not default. You can change it. Okay, but only to those ports which are with uncommon ports, if I say, right?
Telnet is not recognized, it says.
Okay, let me see. I have told you now, cause telnet is only external command. It is not accepting, right? Do one thing. Yes, Windows 10, right? Again, a problem. Okay,
Okay?
okay. Let me check for Windows 10. Actually, go to your control panel. We have to open the service, right? The client and server service for telnet. So just open your what? Your command prompt first of all.
Command prompt, what I have to do, you tell me, I already opened it.
Sorry, control panel. So that's extremely sorry for that. Control panel. You didn't find that? The control panel?
No, one second, I open it.
Okay, just press Windows X over your system. Windows X. Windows plus X at a time.
Uh-huh.
There you will find a option control panel.
Yeah, it came.
Yeah, I didn't see your screen. You need to wait for a minute, right? Cause it's yet not come
Okay,
over
okay,
my
but it is
machine.
open.
Okay, let me guide you blindly, right? Okay, go to what? The programs and features option.
Programs and features, okay?
Okay, whatever you will do now, just let me know cause I'm not seeing your screen cause it's still the same. Okay, and then in the left side, okay, left side part, have you found something called turn Windows features on or off? Anything like that?
Which one? Which one?
Turn off.
Turn Windows off in this area.
Yeah, just click on that. You will have a window.
Yeah?
In that, just scroll down and you will find something called Telnet client and Telnet server.
Telnet client and Telnet server. Telnet client. I have Telnet server, I don't have.
There is no Telnet server onto that.
No, only Telnet client is there.
Only Telnet client is there.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see cause it's taking time, but some I can see the screen, but at very late, right? Not in real time. So
Yeah.
are you very much sure that only Telnet client is there? That might be possible with Windows 10.
Yeah, it's only Telnet client. No,
Okay,
going
so
only Telnet client.
just check it, check that. Okay, just check it.
Yeah.
Okay, have you done that? Okay, now
Yeah.
click on OK.
Okay.
Now again try with the same thing. Telnet, open your command prompt and try with Telnet, then the IP address and the port number.
Okay. Let me do it. Yeah, it's connecting.
Connecting now? Done. Okay, then try with
Yeah.
yeah. Just now let me show you my screen so that you can try all those that I have shown you,
But
right?
I did it the IP port 9.
Exactly. When you type IP, it will show you the IP.
I've done IP port 9
Okay.
and done.
Okay, just let me take back the control from you so that you can see my screen. See, now try this one, try this, all this. So that I've told you na that you need my help to do that. Cause I told you like telnet sometimes not work. So we need to on it manually. So from now you can do it with your own, right? If you face any problem, then let me know, because there is a particular process for this to receive and get the data. Okay, so if you will get some unusual report, just let me know. I will solve that. Okay, then you will understand like how exactly it works, and at what moment you need to write the client.receive, and when what moment you can use the client.send method.
I practiced.
It's working
It's coming.
perfectly fine now.
Yeah.
You can also try with some other system, right? That will
Yeah.
also work. Okay, but the thing is what
Yeah.
you need to on the telnet service manually if the system is not Windows XP. In Windows XP it is pre-owned, but for other system you need to do it with your own. Okay, fine. Now let me modify my program now. Okay, because this is not the actual program. Again, I just break it into smaller and smaller parts. Okay, now, okay, now I am defining. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, I am defining a data called dummy. So dummy basically what? That means data will allocate a memory, but it will contain a dummy value. That means whenever something comes to the data place, it will replaced by that value. Got it?
Okay.
So I'm doing what? Okay, what exactly my goal is now to create an echo server. Echo server, right? Echo server means what, Sujata? Echo server means that if you will say hello, it will also say you hello. Okay, if you say hi, that will also say you hi. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
So
It's kind
I'm,
of replication.
yeah, exactly the kind of replication. Okay, so I'm just using while lane data, right? That means it will check the length of the data. Got it now? Whatever the length, it will read it
Mm.
all. Okay, then I use data is equal to, now you will feel comfortable, so that I have used it separately, so that when I work on this particular program on echo server, that is my goal to tell you first, but I just use that particular thing so that you feel comfortable. So now I am print send if I say, right, data. Okay, and sendal you already know. Okay, just use send, the unit of sendal, both are same. Okay, so what exactly I am doing over here, I am using a while loop. Okay, so I am checking the length of the data. It's fine for you, I guess. Okay, now if doubt into that too, you can ask me. Okay,
Yeah.
so is there any doubt like why we are using length data?
No, no.
It will
It's
check the
fine.
length, right? Now I am using data dot receive. That means whatever the client will type, okay, whatever the client will type, okay, it will store to data. Okay, now I am using client dot send, and I am also using, sending the same data to the client. Got it? So client will get
Yeah.
the same value. Okay, again in Windows system you will get some unusual report. Okay, but when you use Linux one, I can show you in Linux system. Okay, I will try to show you if in this system Linux will work. Linux will give you more perfect result. I type like print closing the connection, then I will just close the client, right? So now again a new, whenever you use a socket, just close it with client dot, also close the client socket, as well as also close the setting down server, and fine. Okay,
So
now
this is must and should, right? Closing the connection and visiting
exactly,
on the server.
exactly. If you remember, in the last time we have used the script mode, right, to receive and get the data and all. Okay, but here we are
Yeah.
using ID mode, so that is necessary. Okay, now I run the module, so it's waiting for socket. So again I will communicate with it. Okay, by using my XP. Okay, so I telnet to it. So now let's see the connection is made or not. Okay, yeah, connection is ready. Now in XP, see over here, if I type, see, if I type, see whatever I'm typing, it's replicating at real time. See, O double O, Y double Y, T double T, V double T, double V, right? So whatever I'm typing now, it giving the replica of that also, right? Now the thing is what,
Yeah.
it is not good. Okay, so that I never work for the like higher level of programming in Windows, because Windows gives so many error. They will not allow, they will tell you to open the what, to open the telnet, to on the telnet and all. Okay, but in Linux now, when you will type hello and when you press enter, so it will give you the replica, its echo as hello. Okay, it's not like when you press E it will give you E, when you press L it will give you L. It's not like that. Okay, so do you wanted to see on Linux how exactly it works on Linux?
If you have, yeah, you can show me that.
Okay, okay, let me power off it. When I power off it, then if we can see like, okay, see over here, okay, they are reading the things now letter by letter, right? Not at a time. Entire string, what we expect that it should read the entire string at a time, right? But what it is doing actually, it is reading it one by one. Okay, so that is the problem with the Windows. Now if I used any Linux machine, say, in Linux it will work fine. When you type hello it will echo hello and all, right? It will not
Yeah.
read the line as letter by letter. So let me copy it from here. Okay, this one is in the D drive, I guess, in this system. Drag and drop is also not working over this system. Siddhartha, here
Yeah, yeah.
drag and drop is not working right in this system because VMware tools is not installed. So if I try to do it that right now, then it will take time. Okay. So the thing is what now, it will hardly 5 second work, right? So when I will have my system again, then I will show you, right? And otherwise you can also try it. It will definitely work, right? Okay. Got it.
Okay,
The
okay, okay.
other way is I need
Very good.
to use the pen drive. Or if you can do it with your own. If you say like this, then I will continue to next part. Otherwise, if you say no, I let me show at least one time like how to run it over a Linux platform. Then I need to use my pen drive for that.
Okay.
So do you wanted to see it? Let me show you with using pen drive. So luckily I have the code. Okay. Otherwise, again I need to write it over the Linux platform. Okay. So this is something called Ubuntu, light version of
Yeah, yeah, I
Ubuntu.
know.
Okay. So let's see. Actually, here if you go to the program, then idle is already installed. How exactly you can do it over any Linux platform? You need to type something called apt-get install idle. So this particular command will now, okay, for that you need to use the root. Okay, you need root permission for that. Now if I type apt-get install idle, so it will install the Python for you, right? It's already installed, so that is saying it's giving like 0 upgrade, 0 newly installed, and 0 to remove and all. But when you will try this particular command, it will give you the ID in the programming. You will have that ID. Got the point? See? Okay.
Okay.
So now the other way of doing is this in this way. Okay, let me show you the both so that you will feel comfortable. So first of all, let me move to the desktop. So server py, so I need to type just python server1.py. See, waiting for socket. Okay, so again I will do it in the same here. I will take a new tab and I will telnet to this. Okay, before that I need to check the IP. So if config IP is what? 0.106, right? So I will telnet to it, telnet 192.168.0.106 and the port number is 8000, right? So it's connected. Okay, if I type hello, see, hello is coming. If I say how are you, when I press enter now it will return how are you. Are you getting my point?
So, yeah.
So as I told you, in Linux it will work fine, right? But in Windows system it is to give me some unusual report. Okay, that is a kernel problem.
Mm.
Okay, and when I press
Okay.
Control C over here, sorry, again it's giving problem. It's not working. Okay, just close it because we didn't use till now. When I close it, so it will say it will show you what like closing the connection and shutting down the server. Got it? And how
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
and I have already shown you like how exactly you can install ID over here, so you can directly run it using ID. Okay, there's no need to going in that way like going to Python and all. You can directly run it from here and you will have the same screen as you get over the Windows platform. Got it? And from here also you can
Okay.
telnet it. Okay, fine. So clear now?
Yeah, yeah, clear.
Okay. Now let me take you to my next program. Fine. Everything is done. Now it's time to show you the next part, like how to create your own web server. Okay. So how exactly you can create your own web server? So web server, as you know, like web server is what? So web server is a kind of server. When you stored something on the web server, anyone can fetch that values, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so how exactly you can create that? So to create that we will move to something called uh, socket framework. Okay, there is a module defined. Okay, socket. Okay, we will move to the on the next class. Okay, in this class I will just discuss you something else, but how a simple web server, right? So
yeah.
I have just delete the all. So to create a web server I need to import something called socket server module, right? Socket server module. And I need to import what? I need to also import simple http server. Okay, these two modules you need to import. So in the first class I have told you now that Sujata, Python is like for the other programming language that you need to write so many lines. Here you can by using only 4 lines you can create your own web server, right? So today I will go I will show you the same. Okay, see it over here. So to create your own web server you need to import the socket server and simple HTTP server. Now I am taking a variable HTTP server, and here I will use a method that is defined in socket server module, that is something called TCP server. Okay, TCP server, and this will take the parameter what parameter as a tuple, and that is nothing but what the IP address. You can left it blank, okay, or you can put a 0.0.0.0, okay, and any port number, say this. Okay, now
Okay.
wait, okay, and this will take another parameter that is something called simple HTTP server dot simple HTTP request handler. Okay, and okay, now let me tell you about this particular line. Okay, so I know you are comfortable with first 2 lines, like okay, it's nothing but a module, so we are importing it, right? Now in socket server, okay, so in socket server uh, actually there are two kind of things. Okay, let me first of all write the entire program, then I will show you the thing. Okay, how exactly it works and what the meaning of each and every line. So now http server dot serve forever. Okay, so it's very much simple, right? It's exactly very much simple. So just let me tell you about what about the each and every line. So okay, first of all tell me in which particular line you feel like okay, I am facing some problem over here.
The first line, that simple HTTP request handler.
Okay, so the thing is what a simple HTTP request handler will use to do what will use to create a HTTP request between client and server. So as you know, in web server, whenever you communicate, that is established by using HTTP protocol, right? Comfortable now by using HTTP protocol, that is something called hypertext transfer protocol, right? So that
Yeah,
to in when in web server always this type of HTTP protocol is also always working, right? So that we are using here. Actually, this particular simple HTTP request handler is defined in simple HTTP server. So that we are using simple HTTP server dot simple HTTP request handler. Now the thing is what Navya, if you move inside it, then definitely I will also tell you that what exactly inside that code. Okay, but instead of that, what I will first of all what I will recommend you, like how exactly you will have carry it with you, right? In TCP server, what method is defined? TCP server. So TCP server uh, will have two parameter. One is the IP address, another is the port number. And in simple HTTP server, the function that is defined is simple HTTP request handler. Got it? So first thing is used to do what you already know. It used to create the TCP socket. Got it? What exactly stands for? To create the TCP socket. And the second phase is used to do what? It used to create the wave server. That means whatever the data, by using the HTTP protocol, it will, you can fetch it from anywhere. Okay, but again a limitation. Okay, cause these are the first phase, again within the same network. Got it? Okay.
Okay, okay.
And so that if you ask me like, okay, Gulab, okay, these two are fine. Okay, these are the method that is defined in socket server, and this is the method that is defined in simple HTTP server. What about the last line? Okay, the last line explain that the HTTP server that we will create. Okay, the HTTP server that we will create, it will, what exactly the HTTP server is here. The HTTP server that we have created just, right? The HTTP server, by using the serve forever means that means it will never closed until and unless the user will not click on the cross button. Got it? It will
Okay,
runs
okay.
forever. So that is called serve underscore forever. Okay. Now let me run it. So if I, okay, port number is 10001, right? Port number is 10001. So remember it. Okay, now I run it over here. Okay, let's save it. Simple HTTP request handler. Why it is giving us a error? Let me check.
The bracket you already closed here, so that is why.
Uh, okay, actually for this
See
one.
that one?
For this one, Shweta.
Right.
Okay, for this one.
Okay.
Fine. So now it's work. Now I will again HTTP server not defined. Wait. Okay, HTTP server. No, it's fine now. It's the HTTP server. Okay, here is the problem.
Some arguments, at least 3 arguments.
Yeah, it's fine now. Okay, I just it's just like what I can say. I just forget to put the P over there. Okay, right. So now everything is done. Program is running fine. Is waiting for a connection. So I will do what? I will open my browser and I will type here 192.168.0.102 and the port number. If you remember, okay, the by colon I will give a colon. I give the port number as 10000, right? 10001 and run it. See what exactly it is, Sujata?
Directory of listing.
See over here. Directory listing for, that means the directory in which that particular file is, okay, that directory is now behave as a web server. Okay, behave as a web server, and by using this particular command, by using the URL, anybody can have that value. If I click on addition 1, so it will show me what exactly the data inside the addition 1. Got it? And
Okay.
if there is any other thing, that also can be uh, find it out from here. If I just click on readme.txt, so I will have the entire readme.txt file. Got it? So what exactly it is? So let me take you the okay. And whenever you find something now, so it will give you see this kind of thing, right? So as you can see over here, HTTP get HTTP 1.1 200 means 200. Okay, means the connection is established, right? 200. Whenever we will get a value 200, it means the value is established, right? The connection is established. Now the thing is what I kept the file. I kept that file at D drive. and in what? In where is Python 2.7? This is my brother's laptop, you know.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So see, whatever the file is at this directory, I can fetch it from there. See, whatever the file in Python 2.7, all the files. Now, server one is here, and I can fetch all the values. See, I will have all the values starting from what? Addition to the last while file. Got it? Is it working over your system?
Yeah, it's working.
So now you can face the value from other system also, right? It's not like that it is work only over your system. Then what about to create a web server? Never, Sujata, it will also work with other system. Okay, so wait for a moment. Do you have your phone? So just type the address over your phone also,
Okay. Okay.
and let me know is it working or not. Because I also never tried it over phone. I hope it will work.
So my phone is.
Yeah, it's working. Because we are in the same network.
Yeah, yeah, correct. It is in the same Wi-Fi.
So have you tried it?
No, my phone is not with me. It was away from. I'm in some other room.
Okay, okay. So after the session, just
I'll
don't.
try. I'll try
Yeah,
anyway.
just don't close that, and it will definitely work. Because I have already tried it. Okay, it is working over my phone. Then definitely it will also work for you also. Okay. So Sujata. So this is for all for today's class. Because as you know, there is always something that I used to give in a particular class. Okay. So this is all for today's class, and the next class we will work on some more tools. Okay, and
Okay.
exactly in the next class I will also show you like how to create some more advanced more advanced web server. From there you can download the file, upload the not upload, only download, right? Uploading, for uploading you need some web server
Yeah.
again. Okay, like,
Yeah.
okay. So it's almost to 8:40. So we will meet on. So Friday is not possible, right?
No, no.
Okay.
Thursday morning or maybe Wednesday morning. Tomorrow also is fine, but you have to tell me.
Okay. Okay. Then
Morning 10 to 12.
okay, on which day? Okay, that means Tuesday and Wednesday is possible. Wednesday is my off day. So okay, just leave that day. So Tuesday, except Tuesday morning. Just let me know about all timings.
You mean tomorrow is not possible for you, right?
Yeah, tomorrow is not possible. You tell me about Friday, because there is a huge probability that we will have some class on Friday morning.
Yeah. What about Wednesday? Wednesday.
Wednesday, Sujata, is my off day. It's my holiday, Sujata. You know, if
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah,
Thursday morning 10 to 12 is fine.
Thursday morning. I will confirm it by tomorrow, Sujata. Right? Okay.
Okay, then.
Okay, because there is a batch on Thursday from 10 to 12. It's fixed. So I need to again check that the guy will come or not. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay, fine. So you will have the record session